is behind, the world ahead.
Hey everybody, Chris Bumbray here, back again with another JoBlo.com video review. This time we're taking a look at The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. This is the much anticipated final installment to Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy, and if the interviews are to be believed, his last ever trip to Middle-earth. So how does this one stack up against the rest of the trilogy? Very well, it turns out. The thing is, the other two Hobbit films were only so-so. Much has been written about how Peter Jackson originally intended to turn the rather slim Hobbit book into 2 films, but in the end wound up making 3, with each running close to 3 hours. The last film in the series is also the shortest, at 144 minutes, and perhaps not coincidentally, the best. More than ever, I'm convinced that the first 2 films could have been one movie, with Five Armies standing on its own as an action-packed end to the series. This is what the other 2 should have been. It's jam-packed with action, tugs at the heartstrings, and serves as an excellent prequel to Lord of the Rings, bringing the series full circle. The movie starts off with a great battle sequence with the dragon Smaug, voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. This is really a chance for Luke Evans as Bard the Bowman to shine, with him getting perhaps the most screen time of any of the main characters here. And if anyone's going to remind you of Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings, it's definitely Evans. Richard Armitage also gets to come into his own with his installment, with Thorin Oakenshield having an almost Shakespearean character arc. Evangeline Lilly as the elf Toriel, and her love triangle with Killy the Dwarf and Orlando Bloom's Legolas, also comes to a satisfyingly bittersweet conclusion, giving the trilogy a hint of romance. The film is also packed to the gills with cameos from other prominent Middle-earthers, including Christopher Lee, Hugo Weaving, Cate Blanchett, and more. If anything, it's almost too packed, as Martin Freeman's Bilbo takes a bit of a backseat, while Ian McKellen's Gandalf has the least screen time he's ever had, although naturally he makes the most of it. As always, Howard Shore's music is stunning. If the Hobbit scores in general have maybe been a little less memorable than his superb work on the Lord of the Rings trilogy, overall this one holds up pretty well. While I didn't get to see this in 48 frames per second, the 3D seemed better than average, with production design and CGI also being great, even if one CGI character or 2 suffered from the dreaded dead eye syndrome. On the whole, the Battle of the Five Armies was a satisfying and action-packed end to the multi-billion-dollar grossing trilogy, and if indeed this is Jackson's Middle-earth swan song, he's going out in style. I give this one a solid 8 on 10. Till next time, this is Chris Bumbray from JoBlo.com.